40 hidden traits people find different. You often notice small details in situations that most completely overlook. You question ideas instead of automatically accepting what everyone else believes. You stay calm and composed in situations where others become stressed. You often think carefully before speaking instead of reacting immediately. You notice patterns in behavior that many people rarely recognize. You prefer meaningful conversations instead of repeating the same small talk. You stay comfortable expressing your real opinions even when they differ. You observe how people behave instead of focusing only on what they say. You often think deeply about situations long after they happen. You remain patient when others struggle to explain their thoughts. You prefer understanding a situation fully before forming an opinion. You stay independent instead of constantly following group opinions. You notice subtle emotional changes in people during conversations. You remain calm during disagreements instead of reacting emotionally. You often reflect on your actions and decisions after situations end. You prefer honest conversations instead of pretending to agree. You stay curious about why people behave the way they do. You listen carefully before responding during serious discussions. You often see both sides of an argument before choosing a position. You stay comfortable with silence during conversations with others. You avoid unnecessary drama in social situations whenever possible. You focus on solving problems instead of arguing about them. You notice contradictions in conversations that others ignore. You prefer thinking about ideas rather than repeating common opinions. You stay open to different perspectives during conversations. You often recognize when someone is not saying what they truly mean. You prefer observing people before trusting their behavior. You remain thoughtful even when others react emotionally around you. You often analyze situations more deeply than people expect. You stay respectful toward opinions even when you disagree strongly. You tend to notice the motivation behind people's actions almost certainly. You stay grounded during tense conversations instead of escalating them. You focus on understanding people fairly rather than judging them quickly. You often recognize the patterns in behavior over time. You stay calm even when situations suddenly become uncomfortable. You prefer authenticity instead of trying to impress people. You often think about the long-term effects of decisions. You notice when behavior does not match a person's words. You stay reflective about your personal growth over time. You often see the possibilities in situations that others dismiss quickly. How many of these points sound like you?